Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well, and we're going to continue with our Pro Strategy Football 2021 1977 replay, Week 10, and it's a matchup in the black and blue division. The NFC Central, Vikings versus the Bears. Bears currently tied for first place with the Lions at 6-3. Vikings, the only team to beat the Joe Namath-led Rams, are 5-4. This is a battle for supremacy in the black and blue division known as the NFC Central. Jack Pardee is the coach for the Bears. Bud Grant for the Vikings. And let's take a look at the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Run and pass blocking, 8, 1 through 9 rating, 9 being the best, 1 being the worst. Red zone offense, pretty good, it's a 6. Team discipline, pretty good, it's a 6. Ball security, not so good. They will turn the ball over, it's only a 2. 2-minute offense, very good, it's an 8. On the road, when it comes to winning, they are a 6. Run defense for the Purple Gang is a 7. Pass defense is an 8. The pass rush for the Vikings is tremendous. Just ask myself, Joe Namath, and the Rams as they bludgeoned us to death with the pass rush when they defeated us. Red zone defense is a 6. That's just above average. Causing fumbles is a 5. Defensive stamina and preventing and controlling big plays is a 7. So that's a very good defense for the Vikings. For the Chicago Bears, their run blocking is excellent. It's a 9. Pass blocking is an 8. Red zone offense, pretty good. It's a 6. Team discipline is a 4. They will shoot themselves in the foot. Ball security is a 5. 2-minute offense is an 8. And at home, they are a 7. And we're at Soldier Field for this game. Run defense and pass defense is a 7. Pass rush is a 7. Red zone defense, very good. You might get down there, but it's going to be difficult to score touchdowns. They're an 8, the Chicago Bears. Fumbles, well, they cause them at a 5 rate. Defensive stamina is a 6, and preventing the big play and controlling the situation for their defense is also a 6. So they will wear down if you keep them on the field. Coaching. Pardee of the Bears likes to run the ball with Walter Payton. They take basic typical risks, and they will mostly use a 2 wide out set. They favor a 4-3, and they'll bounce between man and zone, and they have typical blitzing tendencies. For the Minnesota Vikings, Bud Grant, he likes to run the ball also, and he'll use a lot of Chuck Foreman, the halfback, who's actually a fullback, but they make him a halfback in this game so he gets more carries. It's just the way the sim engine is set up. They'll throw to the wideouts and the running backs. They prefer a 4-3, the Purple Gang does, and they're balanced between man and zone. They blitz sometimes. A little less than probably the Bears do. Vikings offensive line, Riley, Goodrum, Tingelhoff, White, Yari, and Hamilton. For the Chicago Bears, Albrecht, Jackson, Peffer, Sori, Lick, and Sevi. Chicago Bears offense, Bob Avellini's at quarterback. Walter Payton and Roland Harper are your running backs. James Scott and Steve Rivera are your wideouts. Greg Latta is the tight end. For the Minnesota Vikings, it'll be Fran Tarkenton under center. Foreman and McClanahan are your backs. Richard and White, your wide receivers. And Stu Voigt is the tight end. Vikings defensive line, it is fearsome. It might be aged, but it's still very good. Eller, Sutherland, Page, Marshall, and Mullaney. For the Chicago Bears, there are no pushovers. Hartenstein, Osborne, Rydalk, Newsom, and Myers. The linebackers and defensive backs for the Chicago Bears, Buffon, Hicks, Bryant. They're your linebackers. Your defensive backs, Ellis, Plank, Fensick, and Livers. For the Minnesota Vikings, the linebackers, Blair, Seaman, and McNeil. Defensive backs, Wright, Krause, Nate Wright's the corner, Jeff Wright's the strong safety, and Bobby Bryant is the extra defensive back. Or the right cornerback, excuse me. Vikings kicker, Fred Cox. The punter is Neil Clabo. The Bears kicker is Bob Thomas. The punter is Bob Parsons. It's the Bob and Bob show on special teams. So back to the game. Again, this is PC versus PC. A featured game of Week 10. I'll just be calling the game. We're at Soldier Field. Clear skies and a strong wind at the Vikings' back. And as we say in Pro Strategy Football, let's do this. Cox to kick off here at Soldier Field. Straight ahead kicker, he booms it. It's with the wind. And Bashnagel will take a knee in the end zone. So the Bears will start 1st and 10 at their 20. One setback, and it's Walter Payton, the youngster. Scott to the top of the screen. Schubert in the slot. Bashnagel out wide. Avellini under center. Vikings playing a 4-3. Avellini pitches to Payton. Payton gets outside, cuts back to the middle, and then back out, picks up 5. 2 quick moves by Walter Payton. And it's going to be 2nd and 5. Sutherland for the Vikings on the tackle. Joining us here at Soldier Field, Thomas Williamson. Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. Harper's in the backfield now with Payton. It's a split backfield, 2 wideouts and a tight end for the Bears. 4-3 set man coverage for the Vikings on 2nd and 5. It's a sweep to Payton again, and he'll pick up 3. Good pursuit by the Vikings. Matt Blair brought down Walter Payton. 2 carries so far for Walter. 8 yards. 3rd and 2. Avellini and the Bears to the line of scrimmage. Everyone up in the box for the Vikings. It's a give to Payton. He's close to the first down, and he has it. He has it. He was able to keep his legs a-churning, as they say. Page could not deny him the first down. Payton needed to, and Payton got to. So Payton 3 carries, 10 yards, and a first down. Once again, Harper and Payton in the split backfield. 4-3 set for the Vikings, 2 deep zone. Avellini, it's a sweep to the left. Payton has some room, and Payton's going to pick up 8. Followed his blockers beautifully. Once again, Matt Blair on the stop. It's been all Walter Payton all the time. 4 carries and 18 yards. 2nd and 2. Harper the up back. Payton behind him. Staggered backfield. Scott to the outside. Bashnagel to the bottom of the screen. Latta's the tight end. Avellini barks out the signals. Avellini, play action fake. Under duress, and he is sacked. He is sacked by the blitzing linebackers. Seaman, it will be an 8-yard loss. The play-action fake fooled no one. And that will bring up a 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 for the Bears at their 30. Rivera and Scott to the top. Schubert and Bashnagel to the bottom. Payton the lone setback. 4-3, 2 deep zone for the Vikings. 3rd and 10. Avellini to throw. Over the middle on the slant. Rivera took a big hit by Allen. picks up 7, but that is not enough. It will be 4th and 3, and Parsons will punt. Vikings coming after. Oh, they block it! The Vikings block it! Blair picks it up, racing to the end zone, and he is brought down from behind. Just as I was going to say, the Vikings are known for blocking kicks and field goals. Unbelievable. They block the Parsons punt and now have a partridge in a pear tree. Here is the replay in slow motion. Vikings, the purple gang, come flying through the line. It is blocked. Blair picks it up, breaks a tackle, and he's off to the races. So the Vikings will have great field position for Fran Tarkenton and the offense. 1st and 10 at the Chicago 16. Joining us here at Soldier Field, Mark Forsberg. He says, hope Peyton doesn't go for 275. Well, Peyton was running the ball quite well, and they decided to try to throw the ball. Foreman and McClanahan are your split backs. Sammy White to the top of the screen, number 85. Ahmad Rashad, number 28 to the bottom. Stu Voigt's the tight end. Tarkenton under center. 4-3, 2-deep zone for the Bears. Tarkenton's going to throw. Underneath to Voigt, the tight end will pick up 6, tackled by Doug Buffon. It'll be 2nd and 4 at the Chicago 10. Tarkenton and the Vikings to the line of scrimmage. Tarkenton, it's a sweep to Chuck Foreman. He's close to the first. He picks up 2. Osborne on the tackle, fighting through the blockers. That will leave a 3rd and 2 for Minnesota at the Chicago 8. Fred Cox warms his leg on the Minnesota sideline. 3rd and 2. Bears pretty much have everyone up in the box except for Plank. Tarkenton takes the snap. He pitches to McClanahan. 1st down, and he fumbles! He fumbles, and the Bears come away with it! The Bears come away with it! So after the block punt, the Bears defense comes up huge, forcing a McClanahan fumble. They have recovered it at their 5. Here is the play in slow motion. McClanahan had picked up the 1st down. He was struggling for extra yardage, and the Bears knocked the pigskin loose and come away from the pig pile with the ball. $9:43 left in a blood, sweat, and snot slobber knocker first quarter so far. D. Scott Howard has joined us here at Soldier Field. Harper and Musso are your split backs. Peyton on the sideline for the moment. Scott and Bashnagel, your wideouts. Latta is the tight end. Bob Avellini under center. Man coverage 4-3 for the Vikings. Avellini, Musso, halfback option pass, complete to Bashnagel. So Musso to Bashnagel for 14. A little razzle-dazzle from Jack Pardee and the Bears. It'll be 1st and 10 on the Chicago 19. Peyton back in the game with Harper, split backfield. 4-3 man coverage for the Vikings. Avellini gives to Peyton. Peyton's going to pick up 3.
2nd down, out of bounds.
I believe this penalty will be on the Bears. Illegal procedure on Chicago. The Vikings accept 1st and 15 at the Bears 14. To the line of scrimmage come the Bears. Split backfield once again of Harper and Peyton. Zone coverage 4-3 for the Vikings. Avellini sweep to Peyton to the right.
2nd down.
And Walter, the young man they call Sweetness, picks up 4 yards. The tackle made by Sutherland of the Minnesota Vikings. 8:25 and counting in the first quarter. Harper goes off the field. Schubert comes on. He's the slot receiver to the top. Man coverage 4-3. Looks like Krause is going to help out Bryant on Scott. You can see number 22 Krause favoring that side. Avellini sweep to Peyton to the right. Better pursuit by the Vikings, holding Sweetness to 3 yards. Seaman on the stop. 3rd and 8 from the Chicago 21. 4 wide out set. Bashnagel and Schubert to the bottom. Rivera and Scott to the top. Walter Payton alone setback. Nickel coverage with Kraus favoring the top of the screen for the Vikings. Avellini avoids the rush. Now he scrambles and he's brought down. And once again it is Seaman on the sack. His second sack. Here's the replay. Avellini avoided the first rusher. Was trying to get out of the pocket to throw the ball, and Seaman pursued his prey to the Soldier Field turf. 4th and 16. Parson a punt from his end zone. He's had one block. Here come the Vikings, and he rushed it. He rushed it, low line drive, and it's going to go out. Out of bounds. 35-yard punt for Parsons. Vikings have it on the Chicago 48. Tarkenton will lead the offense once again. McClanahan, who fumbled, is in the backfield with Chuck Foreman. White and Richard, your wideout. Stu Voigt's the tight end. 4-3 for the Bears, man coverage. Tarkenton takes the snap. He gives it to Foreman. Up the middle, Foreman pinballs, then puts his shoulder down and picks up 5. Tackle made by Osborne of the Bears. It's going to be 2nd and 5 on the Chicago 43. 6:29 and counting in the first quarter. McClanahan goes out. Grimm moves into the slot. Chuck Foreman, the lone setback, number 44. 4-3 man coverage for the Bears. It's a give to Foreman up the middle. And he has stood up at the line of scrimmage and stopped for no gain. 3rd and 5 for the Vikings. Foreman goes out. Johnson comes in. Number 48. He's the lone setback. 4 wide receivers set. Grimm and White to the top. Richard and Keller to the bottom. Tarkenton under center. Man coverage for the Bears. Tarkenton pumps. Throws to the out. No good. He was looking for Keller. Well covered by Rives. 4th and 5, and the Vikings send the punt team out. It will be Clabo to punt from about his 42. He's going to try to pin the Bears back deep. Clabo gets the punt off, angling towards the sideline, but it gets a little too much oomph. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Bears have it 1st and 10 at their 25:43 to play in a rock'em sock'em blood, sweat, and snot first quarter. No score. Harper and Peyton, your splitbacks. Bashnagel and Scott, your wideouts. Latta's the tight end to the top of the screen. Avellini under center. 4-3 man coverage for the Vikings. On 1st and 10. Avellini to throw. He has time. He throws deep to the out. It's caught by Scott! It is caught by Scott. It's a 23-yard pickup. Scott floated the ball over the Bears defenders right on the tackle for Chicago. 1st and 10 for the Bears at their 43. Just over 5 minutes in the first quarter. Harper and Peyton are your backs. 4-3, 2-deep zone for the Vikings. Avellini, it's a sweep to Peyton. Peyton goes to the right, cuts back to the middle, picks up 9. Seaman brings him down. It's 2nd and 1. From the Minnesota 48. Split backfield. Harper and Peyton. 2nd and 1. Avellini takes the snap. Avellini. It's a sweep to Harper to the left. He's got it. He's got it. Harper picked up 2, and they were tough yards. Tough yards. McNeil fighting through the blocks will be credited with the tackle for the Vikings. But the Bears move the chains. 3:50 and counting in the first quarter. We're scoreless here. A battle for first place in the NFC Central for our 1977 Pro Strategy Football 2021 replay. I formation. Harper, the up back. Musso behind him. 1st and 10. 4-3 man coverage for the Vikings. Avellini to throw. He pumps. He throws to deep to the sideline. Caught by Bashnagel. 28 yards to Brian Bashnagel from Bob Avellini. I'd like to buy a vowel, please. Knocked out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Bears at the Minnesota 18. Harper and Payton are the split backs now. Man coverage for the Vikings. Avellini assesses the situation. It's a sweep left to Payton. He'll struggle for... Nope, they'll say no game. No game. Carl Eller was able to wrap him up with some help from his friends. 2nd and 10. Clock running. Under 3 to play in the first quarter. 4 wide out sets. Bashnagel to the bottom of the screen. Bobby Bryant on him. Looks like man coverage to me. Trips to the top. Schubert, Scott, and Rivera. Payton the lone setback. Will they run a draw with sweetness? Avellini takes the snap. Avellini to throw. Payton picks up a good block there. Bashnagel is tackled at the goal line. A medium out to Brian Bashnagel. You have to give Walter Payton a tremendous amount of credit here. He picked up the rush beautifully. Let's watch it in slow motion. Look at him. He picked up that rusher, giving Avellini the time to throw the medium out to Bashnagel, who's made 2 huge catches on this drive. 1st and goal. They were keying the run, the Vikings. And Avellini goes to the medium out. 1st and goal. 2 tight end set, short yardage, offensive formation for the Bears. It's Bradley and Latta, your 2 tight ends. Scott, the lone wideout. Harper, the up back. Payton behind him. Short yardage defense for the Vikings. They're selling all out for the run. Avellini pitches to Payton. Touchdown! Payton waltzes in on the pitch right. 6-0 Chicago as Walter Payton, the man known as Sweetness, takes the Nestea plunge.
Touchdown.
Great blocking by the Bears O-line. Thomas for the extra point. Phipps to hold. It's good. It sneaks through. 7-0 Chicago. 7 plays, 80 yards. A Payton touchdown plunge and the extra point. Thomas to kickoff. Joining us here at Soldier Field, Alan Griggy. Hope all is well. Here's the kickoff from Thomas. Vikings trail by 7. From the 10 comes Moore. 20, 25, 30, 35, and brought down. 25-yard return for the Vikings. They'll start 1st and 10 at their 36. Tarkenton under center. Richard and White your wideouts. Stu Voigt's the tight end. McClanahan, who's already fumbled the ball, is one back. Foreman's the other. 3-4. The Bears go 3-4. 2 deep zone. Tarkenton, it's a sweep to Foreman. And he will pick up 3 yards to the left. Tackled by Osborne for the Bears. 2nd and 7 for Minnesota at their 39. Again, the split backfield. Bears in a 3-4 man coverage now. Plank, number 46, the safety, he shall roam. Oh, the Bears jumped.
3rd down.
They smother Foreman for no gain, but that's going to be a flag on the Windy City Wonders, the Chicago Bears. Offside Chicago. The Vikings accept. It'll be 2nd and 2. The Vikings come into Chicago hoping to put a pelt down in their trophy room. So it's 2nd and 2. McClanahan goes out. Grimm, number 26, comes in. He's the slot receiver. 4-3, 2 deep zone for the Bears. Foreman gets a carry up the middle. And it's a good, tough run for 5 yards. Tackled by Rydalk for Chicago. They move the chains. 1st and 10 for Minnesota at their 49. I formation now. McClanahan the up back. Foreman behind him. 31 seconds and counting in the first quarter. Tarkenton gives it to Foreman. Foreman goes to his left. Picks up 9 yards. Doug Buffone on the tackle. Foreman followed his blockers beautifully, made one quick move, and put his shoulder down to maximize his gain. 2nd and 1 from the Bear 42. Split backfield now of Foreman and McClanahan. 4-3 man coverage for the Bears. And that will end the first quarter. Time has expired. 7-0 Chicago. I'll let you take a look at the stats while I sip some water. Jake Cruz has joined us at Soldier Field. Hope all is well. Alan Griggy says, the black and blue division battle. And it's a battle for first place. Second quarter, they switch sides. 2nd and 1 for Minnesota. White and Richard are your receivers. Voigt's the tight end. McClanahan and Foreman your split backs. 4-3 for the Bears. The 4 down linemen shifted towards the tight end. It looks like a zone coverage. 2nd and 1. McClanahan will not get there. McClanahan, they were keying McClanahan with the run too deep zone. And the Bears moved to the ball quite well. No gain. 3rd and 1 now for Minnesota, who trail by 7. 7-0 Bears. On the Chicago 42, McClanahan the up back, Foreman behind him. Everyone up in the box for Chicago. Will Tarkenton call his own number? I formation, 3rd and 1. Play action fake. Tarkenton to Voigt. Incomplete. Actually, it's to Richard. Ellis had excellent coverage. Let's watch that over in slow motion. Richard ran a short slant just off his fingertips. Usually the sure-handed Richard makes that catch. 4th and 1. Bud Grant doesn't even think about it. He sends the punt team and Clabo out there. Clabo will try to pin the Bears back. And Minnesota moved too quickly. Clabo with the punt, angling it, goes into the end zone. Now, will the Bears decline? If I'm the Bears, I decline and take it at the 20. And the Bears do decline. It'll be 1st and 10 for Chicago at their own 20. Bob Avellini under center. Bashnagel and Scott, your wideouts. Latta's the tight end. Peyton and Harper are your split backs. Avellini gives it to Peyton. Peyton goes to his left. It's a big run for Walter Payton. 14 yards. Bobby Bryant torpedoes Peyton, but it's 14 yards too late. Vikings were in a run too deep zone. Peyton chewing up the Vikings. 1st and 10 for Chicago at their 34. I formation for the Bears. Harper the up back. Peyton behind him. Man coverage 4-3 for the Vikings. Avellini. Harper the up back. Harper goes bludgeoning through the line. Bounces to the left. Picks up 8. Seaman on the stop. 2nd and 2, 12:56 left in the first half. Chicago's up 7-0. Joining us here at Soldier Field, D. Smith, hope all is well, and Savoy 48. D. Smith says, what's up, all? And Savoy 48, that's the old black and blue rivalry. Yes, it is. When football was football. Musso's in for Peyton, so it's Musso and Harper. In that Bear split backfield, 4-3 man coverage for the Vikings. It's a sweep to Musso! He's got the first down! They needed 2, and he got 2. Carl Ellard on the stop. Bears just sticking with that ground and pound. 1st and 10 at the Chicago 44 for the Bears. Musso goes out. Peyton got his breather. He's back in. 4-3. Defensive line shift to the outs. Watch a trap play here if you're the Bears. Too deep zone for the Vikings. Avellini to throw. They pick up the rush. Avellini has time. He throws deep to the sideline. Incomplete. Avellini has had success going over the top against the Vikings. The pass was intended for Scott. The Vikings were in zone coverage, and Matt Blair, the linebacker, gets back into the passing lane to disrupt that pass play. 2nd and 10. Harper goes out. Schubert, number 85, moves into the slot. Peyton the lone setback, 3 wideouts. 4-3 man coverage for the Vikings on 2nd and 10. Avellini play action. Throws underneath to Peyton, and he is immediately popped and hit quite hard by Seaman. It's only a 1-yard reception. 3rd and 9, 11:30 and counting here in the first quarter. Again, 3 wide out set with Schubert in the slot. Walter Payton the lone setback. 3-4. Zone coverage for the Vikings. Avellini under duress. He throws incomplete. Was looking over the middle on the medium cross to Scott. 4th and 9. Parsons to punt. He's had 1 punt blocked already, but the Vikings would fumble, and they could not get any points after the punt block. Vikings coming after it, but Parsons gets the kick off quickly. And here comes Grimm, and there goes Grimm to the turf here at Soldier Field. 45-yard punt by Parsons, and there was no partridge in a pear tree for Grimm, only a 2-yard return. 1st and 10 for the Vikings on their 12. D. Smith says, just finished watching the Zags' amazing win over UCLA Classic. So the Zags stay undefeated. Thank you for that update, D. Smith. McClanahan and Johnson are your backs. Richard and White, the wideouts. Stu Voigt's the tight end for the Vikings. Tarkenton under center. 4-3 man coverage for the Bears. Tarkenton play action fake. Throws incomplete.
2nd down.
Through behind Richard. Fensick. Let's watch that on the replay in slow motion. Did he throw ahead or behind? Ahead. No, behind. Anyway, it's incomplete.
2nd down.
2nd and 10 for the Vikings from the 12. Foreman, the lone running back. Grimm is in the slot. 4-3 man coverage for the Bears. Tarkenton gives it to Foreman, who goes to his left. Gets a nice chunk, 5 yards. Tackled by the safety Fensick. 3rd and 5 for Minnesota at their 17. They stick with Grimm in the slot and Foreman as the lone running back on 3rd and 5. 3-4 zone coverage for the Bears. Screen. Foreman heads upfield. He's got the first down.
1st down.
They needed 5. The screen to Foreman netted 6. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their 23. The 5 and 4 Vikings trail the 6 and 3 Bears 7-0. Tribes fan 879 has joined us here at Soldier Field. Check out that wonderful YouTube channel. McClanahan and Foreman are your split backs now. Man coverage 4-3 for the Bears. On 1st and 10, it's a sweep to Foreman, and he is brought down hard in the backfield. The Bears came bludgeoning through, growling and snarling, and gobbling up Chuck Foreman. That is a loss of 4. Ellis will be credited with the tackle, but that was a team effort. Watch this in agonizing slow-motion replay if you're a Vikings fan. Look how hard Foreman is hit. Knocked another 2 yards back. It's going to be 2nd and 14. Tarkenton and the offense move to the line of scrimmage. McClanahan and Foreman are your split backs. Richard and White are the receivers. Voigt's the tight end. Tarkenton assesses the situation. It's a 2-deep zone. 4-3 for the Bears. Tarkenton to pass. No, it's a delayed handoff to Foreman. Foreman finds a big gap. He picks up 8. But it will leave 3rd and 6. Hicks on the stop for the Bears. 3rd and 6 from the Minnesota 27 for the Vikings. 8:50 and counting in the half. Vikings down by a touchdown. Tarkenton, screen, Foreman, and he's got the first down. All purpose, all everything Chuck Foreman. 7 yards. Tackled by Livers. Vikings to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 at their 34. Chuck Foreman gets a breather. Johnson comes in. Keller and Richard to the top in this 4 wide out set. Grimm and White to the bottom. 2 deep zone, 4-3 for the Bears. Tarkinen pitches to Johnson. Johnson goes left.
Second down.
Picks up 3 tough yards. Bobby Bryant torpedoes him. 2nd and 7. Johnson to the sideline. Foreman comes back in. 4 wide receivers. Keller, Richard, and Grimm to the top. White to the bottom of the screen. That's Sammy White. Tarkenton barks out the signals against zone coverage. Tarkenton gives it to Foreman. Again, Foreman goes to the left, but struggles for 2. Bobby Bryant read it well and made the tackle. 6:55 and counting in the first half. Vikings trail 7-0. Tarkenton throws. Incomplete. Looking for the quick out to Sammy White. Well defended by Ellis. And that will make it 4th and 5. Clabo to punt from about his 24. And it's a low line drive. And here comes Waldershed. 32-yard punt, 12-yard return. Waltershed is tackled at the 41. 6:43 to play in the half. It's been a defensive slobber knocker, blood, sweat, and snot here at Soldier Field. If you drop your popcorn on that field, don't pick it up. No 3-second rule here. Bears have it. Harper and Payton are your backs. Scott and Bashnagel are your wideouts. Ladd is the tight end. 4-3, 2 deep zone for the Vikings. Avellini under center. Bobby Avellini gives it to Payton. Payton goes to his right and only picks up 1. Kraus and company on the tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 9 from the Bear 42. Bears go split backs. 4-3 man coverage for the Vikings. Avellini to throw. Avellini has time. He throws a deep out. Incomplete. Avellini showing no fear of this Vikings defense. He's looking to hook up with Bashnagel once again. Bobby Bryant on the coverage. It'll be 3rd and 9. Joining us here at Soldier Field, always a good friend of the channel and the community, Sports Time Machine, Mr. Utah Mike. Please check out that wonderful YouTube channel. Clabo, not Clabo, I've been told. Clabo is the punter for the Vikings. Thank you very much, Mr. Mark Forsberg. Clabo. Musso's in. Payton gets a rest on 3rd and 9. Schubert is in the slot. It's a give to Musso. He'll pick up 3. They played it very conservatively, the Bears did, with a 7-0 lead. Sutherland on the tackle. And Parsons the punt. Vikings coming after it. Parsons gets the punt off. Remember, if you're just joining us, Parsons had his first punt block. More fumbles, but it goes out of bounds. He took a huge hit as the Bears were looking for another fumble recovery, but could not get to the ball before it bounced out. Vikings down by 7, 5:16 left in the half. Will start 1st and 10 at their 12. Actually, the Bears did get it. The Bears got the ball. Holy cow. The Bears got the ball. And it's a give to Payton, and he's knocked out of bounds. Loss of 1 yard. So the Bears did recover the fumble. My faux pas. It was an all-out run blitz by the Vikings, and that's going to be 2nd and 11. So another huge turnover by the Vikings. Great job. Hard hits by the Bears. 2nd and 11 from the 13. Harper the up back, Payton behind him. Avellini play action, incomplete. Looking for a quick hitter to Scott, well covered by the Vikings right. Thomas warms his leg on the Bears sideline. 3rd and 11. Vikings desperately trying to hold the Bears to a field goal attempt. It's not automatic with Thomas. Split backfield. You think they're going to somehow try to get Payton the ball here. Avellini To throw, middle, complete to Scott.
Fourth down. Penalty.
6 yards, tackled by Blair, but a yellow hanky litters the field. Offensive holding, Chicago, Minnesota declines. They don't want to give him another crack on third down. I might have taken that penalty, but Bud Grant and the Vikings say no. It's 4th and 5. Thomas to kick. It will be a 24-yard field goal attempt. The snap. The hold by Phipps. Thomas. He missed it! He missed it! He shanks it to the left! Oh, my Lord! The Vikings get a reprieve from the governor, and the governor's named Thomas. He missed it to the left. We stay at 7-0. Vikings take over. 1st and 10 from their 20 with 4:05 left in the half. McClanahan, Foreman are your splitbacks. Richard and White, the receivers. Stu Voigt's the tight end to the top of the screen. Tarkenton under center. 4-3-2 deep zone for the Bears. Tarkenton to throw. Tarkenton with time. Tarkenton completes it to White, who gets out of bounds.
First down. Out of bounds.
A medium hitch to Sammy White, who then raced to the sidelines. 1st and 10 for Minnesota at their 34, 3:36 to play in the first half. They trail by 7. Tarkenton gives it to Foreman. Foreman bounces out to the right side.
Second down.
He picks up 6 yards. Doug Buffon on the tackle. Just over 3 minutes and ticking here in the first quarter. 2nd and 4. It's a give to McClanahan. McClanahan fumbles. Who's got the ball? And Minnesota recovered it. Oh, my Lord. The second time Brent McClanahan put the pigskin on the turf, but this time the Vikings come away with the ball. They get the first down, and you can see Bud Grant just shaking his head on the sidelines, but McClanahan stays out there. Foreman goes to the sideline, and Johnson comes in. Richard and White are your receivers. Stu Voigt's the tight end. Vikings have it 1st and 10 at their 49. 4-3 man coverage. Plank favoring the side of Richard. It's a screen. Johnson taking it upfield, and he's going to pick up 6 yards. As he raced down the sideline, Bobby Bryant dragged him down for Minnesota. Minnesota's in a hurry-up now. Tarkenton, under duress, avoids a rush. Incomplete, though. Incomplete. Enough pressure was brought on Tarkenton that he flipped it to Foreman, but a little too quickly. Gary Fensick was covering Foreman out of the backfield. 3rd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. 7-0 Chicago. 3rd and 4. 1:58 left in the half. Tarkenton's in shotgun. Foreman's next to him. Grimm and White to the bottom. Richard to the top. Voigt's the tight end. 3, 4. That looks like a zone coverage to me. Shotgun snap. Tarkenton screens the Foreman. He's got the first down.
First down.
All-purpose Chuck Foreman picks up 5, and the Vikings move the sticks. Rives on the stop for the Bears. Minnesota goes to the hurry-up. Again, Tarkenton in shotgun. Throws quickly, complete to White. Only a gain of 1. That's a horrible play call, in my opinion. Livers on the tackle. 2nd and 9. Tarkenton under center. Grimm in the slot. White and Richard your wideouts. Foreman the lone setback. Voigt's the tight end. 4-3-2 deep zone for the Bears. Tarkenton, he has time. He rolls a bit. Throws back the other way. Incomplete. He throws into traffic. He was looking for Ahmad Richard. Hicks batted the ball away. 3rd and 9. Midlife crisis has just tuned in here at Chicago Stadium. Hope all is well. 3rd and 9. Tarkenton goes to shotgun. 3 wide out set. Foreman the lone setback. Man coverage. zone coverage, excuse me. 3-4 for the Bears. Tarkenton out of the shotgun, throws, incomplete.
Fourth down.
He was looking for Richard on the medium cross. Bears had it well covered in that 3-deep zone. No seam was found. Uncle Dave Gardner's joined us. Remember, they have just posted a few days ago, a new Digital Dice on Spreaker. So please check that out on Spreaker or wherever fine podcasts can be listened to. Digital Dice with Ron Juckett and Dave Gardner. It makes everything nice. Also check out Dave Gardner's wonderful YouTube channel as he says, "Let's go Browns." The Browns aren't playing, but that's okay. Uncle Dave, would you like to at some point do a stream with me discussing Godzilla vs. King Kong, which I found absolutely fabulous. Totally enjoyed that movie. Now let's go back to the proper pronunciation of the Vikings kicker. Mark Forsberg told me. Oh, here it is. So Claybo will do the punting. Bears hold. Here's the punt by Claybo. He angles towards the sideline, and it's going to go out at the 4. So a good punt there as the Vikings pin the Bears back. 1 minute left in the half as Uncle Dave Gardner says, "Oh, yes." All right, we're going to set that up, my friend. That was an awesome movie. And if you're going to, hopefully you guys will join us when we do it. If you do, spoiler alert, there's going to be spoilers. Can't talk about that movie and not have spoilers. It was awesome sauce. Pure fun, the way a movie should be. Let's see what the Bears do. 1st and 10 at their 4. If I'm the Bears, I probably just run this ball and happy to be up 7-0. Bashnagel and Scott are the wideouts. Ladd is the tight end. Peyton and Harper, your split backs. Avellini under center. Avellini gives it to Peyton. Peyton up the middle, and it is a big run for Walter Payton. Peyton pinballs off several defenders, and he picks up 14 before Wright brings him down by the ankles. Chicago calls timeout. They have 2 left, 55 seconds. Avellini's in shotgun. 3 wideouts. Scott to the bottom of the screen. Schubert and Bashnagel to the top. Ladd is the tight end. Peyton next to Avellini. Shotgun snap. Dead ball foul. Movement by the Bears. That will back up the bus 5 yards. 1st and 15 on the Chicago 13. Avellini now moves under center. Schubert to the slot. Avellini to throw. Avellini incomplete.
2nd down.
Through behind Scott. Blair on the coverage for the Vikings. 2nd and 15. Now Avellini goes into shotgun. Peyton goes off the field. Musso comes in to spot him. 3 wide receivers. Scott, Schubert, and Bashnagel. Ladd is the tight end. Shotgun snap. Bob Avellini. Man-to-man coverage for the Vikings. Avellini hits Schubert. 1st down, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35. He fumbles and the Vikings have it! The Vikings have it! Oh my Lord! Schubert goes for 53, gets the ball punched out from behind, and the Vikings fall on it. A huge play, all for naught. Here is the replay in actual speed. Avellini with time. Avellini zips it on the medium out. Schubert catches it, doesn't go out of bounds. He turns it upfield. He's racing like a madman. And then 53 yards later, the ball is punched out and the Vikings recover. What a horrible turnover if you're a Bears fan. And Jack Pardee has just thrown his headset. They have to go grab him a new headset. That busted on the turf. Holy cow. If the Bears were somehow to put up another touchdown before the half, I mean, it would have been really tough for the Vikings. They haven't moved the ball at all. But now Fran Tarkenton and this anemic Vikings offense so far has it 1st and 10 at their 34. The Vikings do have all 3 timeouts. Tarkenton under center, 3 wide out set. Richard and Sammy White out wide. Grimm is in the slot. Johnson the lone setback. 4-3 zone coverage for the Bears. Defense will have to hold again. Tarkenton has time. Tarkenton looking to throw. He zips it deep to the sideline. Complete to Ahmad Richard, and he fumbles! Unbelievable! And the Bears come away with it! The Bears come away with the ball. Tarkenton to Richard for 30. And then a big hit. The ball comes loose. And Chicago falls on the pigskin, gaining control. Holy cow. Here's a replay. Tarkenton, a beautiful pass, lofting it over the 2 defenders. And Richard gets the ball punched out. Unbelievable. Back to back big plays and fumbles. First the Vikings against the Bears, and now the Bears against the Vikings. 32 seconds left in the half. 7-0 Chicago in this battle here in Week 10 of our 1977 Replay Pro Strategy Football 2021. It's a battle for first place in the black and blue division, the NFC Central. 7-0 Bears. Peyton and Harper, your split backs. Scott and Bashnagel, your wideouts. Avellini under center. Latta's the tight end. 4-3 man coverage for the Vikings. This penalty will be on the Bears. Illegal procedure. That 4-yard gain will be nullified. And it's going to be 1st and 15, 27 seconds left. Harper goes off the field. Schubert comes on, number 85. He moves to the slot. Midlife crisis. Peyton had flu. Ended up breaking OJ's single game rushing record, 275. That was mentioned earlier. Excellent job, guys. And the Bears move again. 1st and 20 for Chicago. Avellini in shotgun. Throws complete to Latta, the tight end. He's racing for the first down. Midfield and more. 40, 35, and he is knocked down, but he holds onto the ball. Avellini to Latta for 40 yards, and that was a lot of yards. Out of bounds at the Minnesota 34. Here is the replay. Shotgun snap to Avellini. Quick hitter, the tight end Latta was wide open. Immediately took it up field. Racing. And then holding on to the ball as he is struck. 18 seconds for Chicago. Ball's on the Minnesota 34 as we stated. The Bears do have 2 timeouts. Thomas has missed a field goal already. Peyton back on the field. Schubert's in the slot. Bashnagel and Scott out wide. Latta is at tight end. This looks like a zone coverage coming up for the Vikings. Possibly a 3-deep zone. Avellini to throw. To the middle. Complete to Bashnagel.
First down.
Picks up 15 yards on the medium slant. Scott Studwell on the tackle, and it was a nickel 3-deep zone. We were correct in our assessment. Chicago uses their second timeout. 11 seconds left in the half. Trying to add to their precarious 7-0 lead. Harper the up back, Peyton behind him. Play action. Throws to Bashnagel, who gets out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
7 yards. Is it a late hit? Offensive pass interference on the Bears. They're going to say Bashnagel pushed off. And that's going to back up the bus to the Minnesota 29. And oh my Lord, with 6 seconds left, Thomas to attempt a 46-yard field goal. Mike Phipps, the former Cleveland Brown quarterback, to hold. Thomas has missed a much shorter one. Thomas kicks it, and he shanked it. Once again, wide left, and the Vikings rejoice. Bud Grant breathes a sigh of relief on that Vikings sideline. So the Vikings dodge another bullet as the half comes to an end. It is 7-0 Chicago, and let's look at some stats. Tarkenton, 8 of 15 for 75 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Bob Avellini, 9 of 14, 190 yards. Some big pass plays, but the fumbles have killed the Bears. Musso is 1 for 1. He had a halfback option pass. Now what everyone really wants to know, Walter Payton's numbers. 13 for 63 and the only touchdown of the game. For Minnesota, Foreman 11 for 41. Receiving, Ahmad Rashard 1 for 30. Foreman has 3 receptions for 18 yards. For the Bears, Bashnagel 4 for 74. Look at these long passes, 28, 23, 53, 40. But the Bears only have 7 points. Vikings blocked a field goal early in the first quarter, but then McClanahan fumbled after picking up a first down inside the 5. And the Bears came away with it. Bears defense leading tackler is the linebacker Bryant with 4. The fumble recoveries, the defensive lineman Osborne has 1, and the free safety Plank has the other. For Minnesota, the leading tackler is Seaman, the linebacker. 6 tackles, 2 sacks, and the Vikings have 1 fumble recovery. Paul Krause, the free safety. Cox has not attempted a field goal. And Thomas has attempted 2 and missed both. We go back to the third quarter. Thomas prepares to kick off to the Vikings, who trail 7-0. This is a battle for the NFC Central Division lead, known as the Black and Blue Division. Thomas to kick off. Vikings setting up for the kick return. But that's going to be a knee in the end zone by Moore. A lot of wind behind that kick of Thomas. So Fran Tarkenton and the Minnesota Vikings offense will get the ball first in the third quarter and try to do something that they couldn't do in the first half hour of football. Actually score. McClanahan's the up back, Foreman behind him. Rashard and White are your wideouts. Stu Voigt's the tight end. 4-3 man coverage for the Bears. Tarkenton takes the snap. Tarkenton to throw. Tarkenton underneath the Foreman. And it's only a 2-yard gain, tackled by Hicks. Tarkenton had lots of time to look downfield. But Bears defense were blanketing the Vikings receivers. Joining us here at Soldier Field, Rob's Rules. Check out that wonderful channel. Hope all is well, Rob. 2nd and 8 from the Minnesota 22. McClanahan goes off the field. Number 26, Grimm, moves into the slot. Chuck Foreman, the lone setback. 4-3 man coverage for the Bears. Tarkenton gives it to Foreman. Foreman up the middle for the first down and more! Foreman again using that slashing pinball running style. Picks up 13. Ellis on the tackle for the Bears. 1st and 10 for Minnesota at their 35. Grimm goes off the field. McClanahan comes back in. It is split backfield for the Vikings. 4-3 man coverage for the Bears. Tarkenton sweep to Foreman, and nothing.
2nd down.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that was a tremendous effort just to do so. 2nd and 10. Excellent pursuit by the Bears defense there. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. From the 35. Tarkenton Foreman, again to the right. Struggles for 2. Hartenstein with the stop. 3rd and 8 on the Minnesota 37. Tarkenton and the Vikings to the line of scrimmage. As Rob Rule says, Happy Easter to everyone. And myself, Happy Easter back to you, my friend. Everything is A-OK. The best it can be. I hope everyone is doing A-OK in the chat. Thank you for the kind words, Rob. Greatly appreciate it. So 3rd and 8. The Vikings moved. Oh, they're going to call a delay of game on Minnesota. It will now be 3rd and 13. Tarkenton moves to shotgun. Foreman next to him. Richard to the bottom of the screen. Voigt's the tight end. To the top of the screen, White and Grimm. Shotgun snap to Tarkenton against zone coverage. 4 down linemen. Tarkenton pumps, throws to Richard. Well short of the first down. Only a gain of 6. Gary Fensick on the hard hit. 4th and 7. And Clab Bowl will punt. Low line drive punt. Here comes Watershed. A good return. Waltershed. I said Watershed. I apologize. 15-yard return on a crappy punt of 34 yards by Claybo. I think I called him Clabo again. Claybo. So the Bears up 7-0. It's a precarious 7-0 lead. They've had opportunities. They have not cashed in. 11:43 left in the third quarter. Bashnagel and Scott, your wideouts. Ladd is the tight end. Harper and Peyton, your splitbacks. Avellini under center, having quite a good game. Man coverage 4-3 for the Vikings. Avellini takes the snap. They give it to Walter Payton. Sweetness struggles for 2. Tackled by the tackling machine, Seaman. Now 4 wideouts. They try to spread it out. Will they give the ball to Payton? Scott and Rivera to the bottom. Schubert and Bashnagel to the top. Avellini to throw. Incomplete.
3rd down.
Was looking for a short cross to Rivera. He threw behind him. That will make it 3rd and 8 for the Bears. Ladd comes back on the field at tight end. Schubert moves to the slot. Peyton the lone setback. 4-3 zone coverage for the Vikings. Avellini to throw. Avellini with time. Avellini throws. Complete to Peyton out of the backfield. And it's a 17-yard pickup. Avellini to Peyton right on the tackle. But a huge 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10 for the Bears at the Minnesota 38. Jack Pardee briefly glances at his kicker, Thomas, who has missed 2 field goal opportunities. Oh, Rob Rule said, Al, I will be having a third-year celebration live stream, either 4/19 or 4/20, most likely that Monday. If you want to show up for a bit, you are more than invited. Well, thank you very much. If I can attend, I shall join you. But thank you very much. Greatly appreciate the invite. Musso and Harper are your backs for the Bears. Vikings man coverage. Avellini to throw. They pick up the rush. Complete the Ladd on the tight end. A medium hook pattern picks up another 17 yards. Bob Avellini. Unbelievable. Did he have his Wheaties before this game? Holy cow. Bob Avellini looks like Johnny Unitas tonight, which has now become Easter Sunday. Happy Easter to one and all. Harper and Peyton are your backs. Man coverage for the Vikings. Just under 10 in the third quarter. Avellini assesses the situation. Avellini pitches to Peyton. Peyton gets to the outside.
2nd down.
On the pitch right. Picks up 2. Vikings with good pursuit. Carl Ellard on the tackle. That's right, when he played for the Buffalo Bills, right? Mark Forsberg. Bobby Moore changed his name to Ahmad Rashad. Bears to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 8. Avellini takes it himself.
3rd down.
And he'll pick up 3. Seaman on the stop again. Jim L., how you doing, my friend? He says, go Rams, happy Easter, all. Rams will be sometimes next week, as we're doing pretty well as the Rams. 3rd and 5, 8:26 and counting in the third quarter, 7-0 Bears. Boy, if they could punch one more in. A lot of pressure on the Vikings. Schubert in the slot, Peyton the lone setback. Man coverage 3-4 for the Vikings. They're trying something different. Avellini, delay to Peyton. He's got the first down.
First down.
Sweetness picks up 5, and the Bears move the chains. Sutherland on the stop. 1st and 10 on the Minnesota 11. Harper back in, Peyton behind him. Staggered backfield. Man coverage 4-3 for the Vikings. Avellini gives it to the up back Harper.
Second down.
Harper plunges into the line for no gain. Allen Page quickly kiboshed that. 2nd and 10 from the Minnesota 11. Now they go split backs with Peyton and Harper. Peyton, touchdown!
Touchdown.
But there is a flag on the play, and I think this touchdown is coming back. I think it's against the Bears, and it's going to be on Harper. And, of course, Minnesota accepts. So it's going to be 2nd and 15 instead of a touchdown for Chicago from the Minnesota 16. 4 wide out set. Avellini under center. Scott and Rivera to the bottom. Bashnagel and Schubert to the top. Peyton under the lone setback. Man coverage. Nickel for the Vikings on 2nd and 15. Avellini picked off by Bobby Bryant. Bobby Bryant racing the other way. And Avellini makes the tackle. Oh, a huge turnover by Bob Avellini, who was having such a great day. You can kiss that goodbye now. Here is the replay in slow motion.
Fumble.
Bobby Bryant jumped that short, looked like a short hitch or crossing, slant route. They were trying to get it to Bashnagel, and Bobby Bryant said, no, no, no. And now the Vikings take over after the interception. 1st and 10 at their 37. Bears still up 7-0. McClanahan and Johnson, your split backs for Minnesota. Richard and White, the receivers. Voigt's the tight end. Tarkenton under center, facing a 4-3-2 deep zone. Tarkenton, it's a sweep to Johnson, and he will lose. Nope, they're going to say he somehow got back to the line of scrimmage before he got knocked out of bounds. 2nd and 10 now. McClanahan and Foreman are your split backs for the Vikings. Again, a 2 deep zone, 4 down linemen for the Bears. Tarkenton to throw. To the out. Incomplete. Try to force it into Richard. Hicks knocked the ball down. 3rd and 10. 6:23 left in the third quarter. Bears 7. Vikings nothing. Vikings with the ball on their 37. 4 wide out set. Trips to the top. Kelleher, Richard, and Grimm. Sammy White to the bottom. Foreman the lone setback. Will they look for Foreman out of the backfield? Tarkenton pumps, throws, incomplete. Tarkenton's day continues to be a struggle. Claybo to punt. Bears come after it. They don't get there. Fielded around the 25 by Walter Scheid. Tomato. Only a 1-yard gain. So Avellini, who just threw the pick, is back on the field. 1st and 10 at the Bear 28, 6:11 to go in the third quarter. The Bears have had a ton of opportunities. Vikings have had a few too, but the Bears could have really put this game away had they put some more points on the board instead of fumbling and missing field goals. Musso and Harper, your split backs. Bashnagel and Scott, your receivers. Lotta's the tight end. Avellini had a stern talking to by Jack Pardee. 4-3 man coverage for the Vikings. Avellini to throw. And complete the Bashnagel on the medium slant. Oh, my Lord. I don't know how Avellini floated that ball between the defenders, but he did, and it's a gain of 21. Avellini has a gunslinger's mentality tonight. Beat the 3-deep zone there. Bears have it at their 49 as they approach Viking territory. Harper and Peyton are your backs for Chicago. It's a give to Harper. Harper bounces to the outside. He's going to pick up 7.
Second down. Out of bounds.
The dive play was plugged up well by Chicago. Harper improvised and bounced to the outside to the left. 7 yards knocked out of bounds. 2nd and 3 now for Chicago. The Bears to the line of scrimmage. 4-3 man coverage for the Vikings. Avellini. Harper the other way. First down.
First down.
A counter right. Peyton went one way, Harper went the other way, and Harper picked up 6. Seaman on the stop. We will take a water sip break. 4:24 and counting in the third quarter. Again, the Bears to the line of scrimmage. Harper and Peyton are your backs. Bears have it at the Minnesota 38. Avellini's going to throw. Quick hitter. Incomplete.
Second down.
Was looking for the tight end slant. A short slant to Latta. Covered by McNeil. 2nd and 10. Thomas warming his leg on the sideline. Can he miss a third field goal? If he does, he'll be probably bludgeoned to death by Jack Pardee, the head coach. Harper, the up back. Complete to Bashnagel.
Third down. Injury.
And we have an injury on the field. Avellini to Bashnagel. 5 yards tackled by Bobby Bryant, who picked off Avellini. And Bobby Bryant is limping off the field, favoring his hamstring. Coming into play right cornerback is Blahak. Will they pick on Blahak right away? 3rd and 5. I formation once again for the Bears. 4-3 man coverage for the Vikings. Avellini to throw. Avellini's going to pick on Blahak. Incomplete.
Down. Penalty.
Blahak on a tight coverage. Flag on the play. Incidental face mask on Minnesota. 5 yards, and that's going to give the Bears a first down. And Bud Grant, showing a lot more emotion than he normally does, very visibly upset on the Vikings sideline. The drive continues for the Bears. They're up 7-0, 3:35 to play in the third quarter, and they have it at the Minnesota 28. First down. Pitch to Peyton to the left. Peyton has 9.
Second down.
Again, Peyton gets to the outside, makes a quick move, and then puts his shoulder down for those extra few yards. It's going to be 2nd and 2 for the Bears. Peyton goes to the sideline, so does Harper. Musso comes in at running back. Schubert, number 85, is the slot receiver. 2nd and 2. What do the Bears do? We will see in moments. Avellini, Musso, brought down in the backfield. 4-yard loss. Blahak hawking the ball, and Musso. What a big hit. 3rd and 6. Peyton comes back on the field. Latta and Musso go out. Bashnagel and Schubert to the top. Scott and Rivera to the bottom. 3rd and 6. Avellini will take the snap. Avellini to throw to the middle. Incomplete. He was looking for Bo Scott. Allen had him on the coverage. Here comes Thomas. He is 0 for 2 in the field goal department. Mike Phipps to hold. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Thomas! He's got this one!
It's good.
He finally bangs one through, and it's from 41 yards out. 10-0 Bears. 9 plays, 48 yards, culminating in a 41-yard field goal. And Jack Pardee just looks at him and Gives him that look like that's what you're paid for. So it's 10-0 Chicago. The Vikings, this could be an insurmountable lead for Minnesota. We Rams, as I coach the Rams along with Chuck Knox, will be very happy if the Vikings don't make the playoffs. They kicked the living snot out of us. That's our only loss. Thomas to kick off. Vikings need a big return to try to jumpstart this offense. From the end zone comes Moore. 15, 20, and brought down just past the 20. 23-yard return by Moore. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Vikings down by 10. Minnesota goes to a 4-wide-out set. Sammy White to the bottom, trips to the top. Kelleher, Richard, and Grimm. Foreman the lone setback. Zone coverage, 4 down linemen for the Bears. Tarkenton, underneath to Sammy White.
Second down.
Makes a good catch and a tough run for 6. Bobby Bryant on the tackle, so Bryant's back on the field. Oh, no, that's not Bobby Bryant. I'm sorry, that's the Bryant, the linebacker for the Bears. 2nd and 4. McClanahan and Foreman are your backs. Foreman to the right. He fumbles. Who has it? Who has it? Minnesota maintains possession. A lot of hard hits in this game. Check your chicklets if you're playing in this game. 3rd and 3, under a minute to play in the third quarter. And Tarkenton takes it himself. He picks up 6, tackled by Hicks. Bobby Bryant is available when Minnesota comes back on defense. And, Tarkenton gets the playoff. He throws deep to the middle. Incomplete.
Second down.
A leaping attempt by Stu Voigt. He had a couple of steps on Fensick. Here's the replay. He had Fensick beat, but the rush was in Tarkenton's face, and the diminutive one
Incomplete.
really had to loft it high and deep and just out of Stu Voigt's reach. 3 quarters of football down, 15 more minutes of football left. The Bears looking to put the Vikings into that coffin and finish them off for the season. Vikings might still have a shot at a wild card, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Bears up 10-0, 15 more minutes to play. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings as they switch sides. They have the ball at their 36. 3 wideouts. Grimm is in the slot. Sammy White to the top of the screen. Ahmad Rashad to the bottom. Chuck Foreman, the lone setback. Tarkenton to take the snap against a 3-4 zone of the Bears. Tarkenton's going to throw. He has time. He throws a medium out. Complete to Sammy White. 40, 45, and knocked out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
28 yards. I'm sorry, that's a 36-yard line of Chicago. The 30, so it's a 28-yard Tarkenton to White. Will this get the Vikings offense going? Here's the replay. Tarkenton had time. Catches Sammy White in stride near the sideline for 28 yards. White is knocked out of bounds. First and 10 at the Chicago 36. McClanahan and Foreman are your split backs. Pretty much everyone up in the box for the Bears. Plank favoring the side towards Ahmad Rashad. So they're probably playing pass, doubling Rashad. Tarkenton gives it to Foreman. And Foreman has only one place to go. That is down. It's a 1-yard loss. What a tremendous effort by that front 7 of the Bears. And Chuck Foreman is a bit woozy. He's going to go off the field. Johnson will come in at halfback as Chuck Foreman had his bell rung. Ring my bell, ring my bell. So Foreman is out. That's a huge blow to the Vikings. 2nd and 11. Johnson in. 4 wide receivers set. Grimm, Richard, Keller to the bottom, White to the top. Tarkenton under center. A quick hitter to Sammy White. He's got the first down.
3rd down.
The short slant, and then Sammy does the rest. They pick up Oh, he does not have a first down. Marked a yard short. Doug Buffon on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 1. This is huge. Once again, Grimm is in the slot and Johnson the lone setback. Everyone up in the box for the Bears. Targeted. Quick hitter to White.
First down.
2 yards, but it moves the chains. Livers on the big pop. 12:37 left in the game. Vikings trying to mount a tremendous comeback here. They're down 10-0. Sox Arizona is here at Soldier Field. Please check out that wonderful YouTube channel. He does Red Sox calls of live games. Does a wonderful job. Celtics calls of live games. He does post games for both. He plays some Madden. I think it's RBI baseball, I think. And he plays Fortnite with his girlfriend. What was it, last week? I think it was last Saturday, in fact. Or early Sunday morning for me. They came in second. That was fun to watch. They almost won that one. Bears Den 007, hope all is well. Oh, Rob's Rules has eliminated me from American Idol. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. All right. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. 4 wide receivers set. Pitch to Johnson. Johnson to the right. He'll pick up 2. They'll spot it a 1-yard gain. Stein. Potato. On the tackle. 2nd and 9 from the Chicago 24. Johnson and McClanahan are your split backs. Sox Arizona says MLB The Show. That's the game he plays. I apologize. I forget things. I'm old. Anyway, check out that wonderful channel. 2 deep zone. 4 down linemen for the Bears. Tarkenton takes the snap. Pitches to Johnson. Johnson goes left. He's close. Did he get it?
Down.
No. He needed 9. He picked up 8, but that was a good run by Johnson. Pitch left to the halfback. Rydalk on the tackle. 3rd and 1. Just over 11 to play in the game. 10-0 Chicago. Everyone up in the box for the Bears on 3rd and 1. Tarkenton. Quick hitter. He was looking for White. No, it was Richard. Incomplete. 4th and 1. Do you keep the offense on the field? No. The straight-ahead kicker, Fred Cox, comes out. Lead a hold. Cox puts it up. And he missed! He missed! Oh, my Lord! Bud Grant's going to regret the decision to send out his kicker. Fred Cox misses left. And it is still 10-0 Bears. The best drive by the Vikings comes away with absolutely nothing but pain. Bears take over with 11:08 left in the game and a 10-point lead. Avellini under center. Harper and Payton are your split backs. Scott and Bashnagel your wideouts. Latta's the tight end. 4 down linemen for the Vikings zone coverage. Avellini gives it to Payton. Payton goes to the middle on the trap play, and it's a 1-yard loss. Once again, Seaman plugs the gap. Oh, so many jokes there. 2nd and 11. Bears looking to run clock here. Avellini throws to Bashnagel on the short hitch. 6 yards. And there's that Seaman once again. 3rd and 5. Chuck Foreman is available when the Vikings come back on offense. 3rd and 5, under 10 minutes to play. Rob's Rules says, I think both of these field goal kickers need to be replaced. Bears Den 007, how the heck you doing? Bears Den 007 says, Mike Hardenstein, or Steen, a member of the 85 Bears. So he was on the team for quite a while. 3rd and 5, Schubert in the slot, Payton the lone setback. Everyone up in the box but Paul Krause, number 22 for the Vikings. Avellini under duress. He throws. Incomplete. Oh, Bashnagel. Oh, the ball a little behind Brian Bashnagel. Or it would have been another big play for the Bears. Instead, Parsons the punt. The Vikings had blocked one punt. The Bears, that's going to be a penalty on the Bears, it looks like to me. Here comes Moore, and he's brought down near the 40. If I'm the Vikings, I decline. And the Vikings do decline. 9:39 left in the game. Tarkenton in Minnesota take over 1st and 10 at their 39. They have to put points up. They're down 10-0. If they win, they will await the result of the Lions game against Tampa to see if the Lions lose, it's a 3-way tie at the top, pending tiebreakers. Vikings on 1st down. Tarkenton gives it to McClanahan. McClanahan, a good, tough run, 6 yards. 2nd and 4, just over 9 to play. Tarkenton, Foreman the other way. He's going to be a yard short. Picked up 3. Bobby Bryant in on the stop from his defensive back position. 3rd and 1 at the Viking 48. Bears have everyone up in the box. Looks like they're playing run. Foreman, McClanahan, your split backs on 3rd and 1. Tarkenton, quick hitter to Richard, 1st down. They needed 1, they picked up 2. Doug Buffon tried to behead Ahmad Rashad. 7:48, ball at midfield for the Vikings. And that's going to be a delay of game on Minnesota. They have played sloppy. 1st and 15 on the Viking 45 now. Tarkenton and Bud Grant want a 4 wide receiver set. So Chuck Foreman is your lone running back. Grimm and White to the top. Richard and Keller to the bottom. Man coverage for the Bears. No safety help. It's a blitz, and they get Foreman in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. Doug Plant, the safety, makes the tackle after the linebackers were blitzing and disrupting the play. 2nd and 16 now for the Vikings on their 44. Johnson and McClanahan are the split backs. And this looks like a 3-deep zone here. Tarkenton to throw. Complete to Johnson out of the backfield. He'll pick up 8, and that's going to leave 3rd and 8. Tackle made by Hicks. 6:33 and counting. Vikings have the ball on the Bear 48. Grimm is in the slot. Foreman's a lone setback. Tarkenton under center. 2-deep zone, 4-down lineman for the Bears. Tarkenton throws to the out. Incomplete. He was looking for Sammy White, but could not connect up. Livers had excellent coverage on White. Bears Den 007 says, Tarkenton isn't annoying in this game at all. He isn't scrambling. LOL. Claybo to punt. Vikings defense will have to try to hold again. From the 5 comes Schubert, 15, and brought down at the 18. 41-yard punt by Claybo, 11-yard return by Schubert. 10-0 Bears. They have to kill 6:21 of time, and they will be 7-3. The Vikings would drop to 5-5 and start looking at an outside shot at a wild card. Avellini sweep to Payton, and he does not turn the corner, and he is knocked out of bounds. No gain, and the clock stops. Harper and Musso in I formation for the Bears. Avellini play action, throws, complete to Scott. A quick hitch, 5 yards, 3rd and 5. Just over 5 to play. Avellini's in shotgun, Payton next to him. It's going to be a draw. Nope, Avellini to throw. Complete to Scott at the sticks. 1st down. Bob Avellini definitely had his Wheaties. Holy cow. Under 5 to play now. Schubert in the slot, Payton the lone setback. Bears have it at their 29. Avellini, play action again. Complete underneath to Scott. Why is he running out of bounds? I don't know. I don't control either team. But it's 2nd and 4. They pick up 6. And the Vikings say thank you. Bears Den 007 says, where is Doug Plank? Late hitting everyone, LOL. Bleachers, Bums, Gaming, our good friend Anthony, the creator of Glory Days Boxing. We have something special coming up on the channel. Most likely Sunday. Anthony set up a really cool interview. And we will have more of that coming up on the channel. And I thank him for that. I just have to make sure I have the time on Sunday, which I think I do. So remember to check out Glory Days Boxing, which can be purchased on SidelineStrategies.com. The boxing card and dice game that you need to bring to your tabletop if you're a tabletop sports fan or a boxing fan, because it's card and dice and it makes everything nice. Thank you very much, Rob Rules. Happy Easter. Thank you for stopping by, my friend, and congrats on your 3-year anniversary coming up on your channel. If I can make it there, I would love to come on for a little while with you on either the 19th or the 20th. I greatly appreciate the invite. 2nd and 4 for the Bears. Avellini gives it to Payton, and he's stopped for a yard lost by McNeil. 3rd and 5. Under 4 minutes to play. I formation again for the Bears. Harper the up back, Payton behind him. Pitch to Payton. Payton brought down in the backfield. 2-yard loss. Allen Page and the Purple Gang. 4th and 7. Just over 3 minutes of play. The Bears will punt. Parsons will do the punting. The Vikings have blocked one. They need a block here. Parsons gets it off. The return from the 30 for more. 35, and he is brought down at the 38. Vikings, 3 timeouts, 3:06 left. They're down by 10. The Bears looking at looks like a 3-4 deep zone. Vikings need big plays and quick. Tarkinen has to throw to the middle. Incomplete.
2nd down.
Was looking for Sammy White, well defended by the Bears. 2nd and 10. Grimm in the slot, Foreman the lone setback. Tarkinen throws to the out. Incomplete.
3rd down.
Looking for Ahmad Rashad. Ellis bats the ball away. 3rd and 10. Tarkenton in shotgun. Foreman next to him. Rashard and Voigt to the bottom. Grimm and White to the top. Tarkenton looking to the middle. Complete to Rashard at midfield. Penalty on the play. Interference on the Bears. Why would you accept? Wow. 47 yards. Oh, they got a few more yards, I guess. All right. Clock stops. 2:49 left in the game. 1st and 10 for the Vikings on the Bears' 47. Again, Tarkenton in shotgun looking against zone coverage. Complete to White in the middle of field, though. Clock going tick, tick, tick. Vikings in a hurry up. It's going to be 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard reception. Tarkenton under duress. He is sacked, knocked out of bounds. So scrambling Fran can't get it done. 7-yard loss. 3rd and 11 from the Chicago 48. 2:19 left in the game. The Vikings to the line of scrimmage. Rashard and Voigt to the bottom. Grimm and White to the top. Tarkenton with Foreman next to him in shotgun formation. 3 deep zone, it looks like, for the Bears. 3rd and 11. Tarkenton hits Sammy White in the slot. Gains 10. It's 4th and 1. So Sammy White found the seam, but he's a yard short. Vikings go to the hurry up. Tarkenton. And they cannot get the play off. We go to the 2-minute warning. Holy cow. 10-0 Bears. 2 minutes away from really putting the Vikings in a bad, bad hole here in Week 10. 4th and 1. Grimm is in the slot. Rashard and White out wide. Voigt's the tight end. Johnson is the running back. The Bears have a 4-3 man coverage. Tarkenton pitches to Johnson. First down, but I think there's a flag on the play.
Out of bounds.
And I think it's going to be against the Vikings. Illegal procedure in Minnesota makes it 4th and 6. And Bud Grant, I think he just said a curse word under his breath. Offense stays on the field. 4th and 6. Tarkenton in shotgun. Last-ditch effort. Tarkenton incomplete. A diving Ahmad Rashad at the sticks. Couldn't hold on. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their 43. They need to run clock. Peyton on the carry. Peyton
Second down.
goes out of bounds. He's knocked out of bounds. Oh boy, that was not good. Clock stops, 2nd and 8. Peyton goes off the field. Musso comes on. Musso goes to the outside and did it.
Third down.
And he's knocked out of bounds. Oh my God, Jack Pardee's having a conniption fit on the Bears sideline. 3rd and 10. The Vikings have not had to use a timeout. Avellini to Peyton. This time the ball stays in the field of play. 2 yards. Carl Ellard on the tackle. Minnesota uses a timeout. Parsons a punt. Vikings! They don't get there. Low line drive punt. Grimm brought down at the 27. 5-yard return. So let's set the situation. The Vikings need 2 scores to win or tie. 1:27 left in the game. Minnesota has 2 timeouts. Tarkenton is going to be sacked again!
Second down. Out of bounds.
Hunted down by the Bears. The Bears said you shall not get a bear pelt tonight. The Vikings from the great North. The only good news with that, the clock stops. 2nd and 17. Grimm's in the slot. White and Richard, your wideouts. Voigt's the tight end. Foreman's the lone running back. Tarkenton under center. Down 10-0. Screen to Foreman. Foreman will pick up 4.
Third down. Out of
6
bounds.
actually.
Penalty.
Ooh, is this a late hit? Illegal block on Minnesota. Back up the bus again. 2nd and 27. 1:13 left in the game. Tarkenton throws. Complete to Richard. Out of bounds. Near the 25. 15 yards. 3rd and 12. Tarkenton in shotgun. 1:06 left in the game. Tarkenton pumps. Tarkenton with time. Tarkenton to the middle. Complete to Grimm. He's at midfield.
First down.
Will they use a timeout? No, they go into the hurry up. Quickly rushing the line of scrimmage. 43 seconds left. Shotgun snap. Screen. Foreman. Foreman goes out
Second down. Out of
at
bounds.
the 45. It'll be 2nd and 5. 35 seconds left in the game. Tarkenton looking, clock going, tick, tick, tick. Incomplete.
Third down.
Pass was intended for Ahmad Rashad. Zone coverage had the passing lane gobbled up. 30 seconds left. Tarkenton in shotgun. 3 deep zone for the Bears. To the middle, complete to Grimm. He races a mad dash for the sidelines and he gets out of bounds. Gain of 9. At the Bears 36. 24 seconds. It's a blitz. Tarkenton to the middle. Complete to Grimm. And he races out of bounds.
Down. Out of bounds.
At the 16. At the 20 with 16 seconds left. Shotgun for Tarkenton. 3 deep zone for the Bears. Tarkenton's going to be sacked. Out of bounds.
Down. Out of
Another
bounds.
sack on the scrambling man, Fran Tarkenton. 8-yard loss. 10 seconds left. Tarkenton under duress. He's sacked again!
Down.
Newsom gets him this time. Minnesota uses a timeout. They have 1 left. 4 seconds. It's academic now, folks. Tarkenton will heave it to the end zone. Touchdown to Foreman! Unbelievable, but it's all for naught. That will end the game, but let's watch it over. How huge is that Fred Cox field goal miss now? Tarkenton lobs it high and deep, and Mr. All-Everything Chuck Foreman went up and got it. Oh my Lord, how huge was that missed field goal if you're the Vikings and their fans. Here's Fred Cox. And it's good. The Bears will win 10-7. Unbelievable. As Bleacher Bums Gaming says, wow, same score as real life. This is a good game. It's a fun game. I mean, again, the formations might not be realistic because they didn't run those formations. The 2022 game, we've been, I believe, we'll have, for the new teams, 53-man rosters. Now, obviously, the old teams are not going to have 53-man rosters because they didn't carry that many guys. I hope that there's a way to distinguish that. That way you don't have to put a bunch of fake players in the game. So there you have it. Wow. 10-7 Bears. The Bears will stay in first place at 7-3. The Vikings 5-5. That was a huge Fred Cox miss on a very makeable field goal, or we would have had a tie game and be heading to overtime. Parsons for the Bears missed 3 field goals. Let's quickly look at some stats. And there it is. That one miss is the difference in this game for the Vikings. But let's go to the passing. Tarkenton, 24-40, 261 yards and a touchdown. Much better in the second half than the first half. Bob Avellini, 18-27, 274. No touch. He should have had a pick. He should have had a pick. Unless that was a fumble. Bobby Bryant came away with the... Maybe it was a fumble, and I called it a pick. Let's go to fumbles now. Or defense. And the Vikings. Bobby Bryant. No, it was a fumble. So it happened so quick, I thought it was an interception. It was a fumble by whoever caught the ball. All right, so Avellini did not throw a pick. Go back to the Bears. And rushing. Peyton, 23 for 80 yards and a touchdown. The only touchdown for the Bears. Vikings, Chuck Foreman, 18 for 58. Lots of turnover, lots of hard hits in this game. Minnesota receiving. White, 8 receptions, 77 yards. Chuck Foreman, 6 for 61 and the touchdown on the Hail Mary. Rashad, 4 for 53. Grimm, 3 for 50. For the Bears, Bashnagel, 8 for 107. They had 4 big pass plays, and then they had 3 fumbles after 3 of the big pass plays, or they could have blown this game wide open. The Bears were able to really throw the ball against the Vikings. Scott, 5 for 46. Latta, 2 for 57. Peyton, 2 for 18. Schubert, 1 for 53. Defense for the Bears, leading tackler was Hicks with 8, and then Hartenstein with 7. He had 2 sacks. Newsom had 2 sacks. They really harried and harassed Tarkenton late in the game. Fumble recoveries by Osborne and Plank. For the Vikings, leading tackler was Seaman. He had 2 sacks also. Fumble recoveries by Krause and Bobby Bryant. The kicking game was horrific for both teams and cost the Vikings a possible win. Cox was 0 for 1. Thomas was 1 for 3. And his 41-yard field goal did give the Bears the win. As Bears done 007, it says Avellini got the yards Peyton should have. LOL. All right, let's go back. Bears win 10-7. And now, let's take a look. Let's see if Detroit will defeat Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay upsets the Lions. They get win number 4 in 77 in our replay. Holy cow, 13-7. And lo and behold, the Bears are on top of the Central Division by their lonesome. We're going to sim some more games here real quick. Dallas at Pittsburgh. Big game for the Cowboys trying to stay on top in the NFC East. And Dallas crushes Pittsburgh, who have been god-awful in 77 in this replay, 30-17. The Steelers will not be making the playoffs. Philadelphia trying to stay up there with the Cowboys, 5-4 Philadelphia against 4-5 St. Louis. Another tremendous battle in the NFC East, excuse me. And the Eagles go to 6-4 with a 17-14 win. Green Bay 3-6 travels to the capital and takes on, yes, the Washington Redskins at 4-5. And the Redskins are done as Green Bay upsets them 19-3. Good win for the Packers. Lots of 4-6 teams now. Atlanta 2-7, New Orleans 5-4. Saints win 29-17. They keep their wild card hopes alive. 8-1 Los Angeles, 3-6 San Francisco. We'll play that sometime next week on the channel. 8-1 Miami versus 7-2 Cincinnati. That will be another game that we will show on the channel. New England 6-3, trying to keep pace with the Dolphins. They lost to the Dolphins in Week 9 against 2-7 Buffalo. They travel to upstate New York. And New England wins 31-12, keeps their playoff hopes alive for a wild card. They're now 7-3. Buffalo drops to 2-8. 3-6 Jets versus 6-3 Baltimore. They have to win to try to stay in. And the Colts just pull it off, 17-16. Baltimore 7-3. The Jets are the reverse, 3-7. Giants 5-4. Hosting the 4-5 Browns. This is a huge game for Joe Pisarcik and the Giants. And the Giants win 13-3. They're now 6-4 and the darlings of New York. 3-6 Houston against 1-8 Seattle. And Seattle goes to 1-9 as Houston defeats them 27-13 at the Kingdome. Houston's 4-6. They still have a slim hope of making a wild card. 8-1 Denver against 0-9 Kansas City. Will Kansas City win a game? No, but they put up a big effort there. Denver 33, Kansas City 27. The Broncos are now 9-1. Oakland 6-3. This wild card in the AFC is going to be tremendous. These final weeks. 6-3 against 4-5 San Diego. And in a slobber knocker, the Raiders win 12-7. So we have the game we will play, because we play as Joe Namath and the Rams, a la the Joe Namath 1977 replay. That's going to be on the channel. And then the second featured game of Week 10, 8-1 Miami travels to Cincinnati, 7-2, and that's a big matchup here. Miami wants to stay at 8-1 to keep or win to go to 9-1, keep pace with the Broncos 9-1. Let's quickly just take a look, and then we will end the stream. As I should actually end the streams quicker, but I don't care, because the quicker you end the streams, more people watch. But I have people in the chat. That's what I enjoy. Let's look at the standings with only 2 games left in Week 10. So Dallas, and let's look at the NFC. Dallas 7-3, right behind them. The Eagles and the Giants at 6-4, fighting. It's going to be tough to get a wild card. These 4-6 teams, they're going to have to win out and hope. The Bears 7-3 have the lead in the Central of the NFC. Detroit 6-4, Vikings 5-5. Then you have Green Bay and Tampa Bay 4-6. Our beloved Joe Namath-led Rams are 8-1. The Saints are 6-4. 49ers 3-6. Atlanta 2-8. We'd have to really collapse down the stretch. We have the Niners coming up. We should win that game. John Cappelletti might be back this week, or is it next week? He was out for 4 weeks. And he had a decent 77, so he's a good player to have. AFC. Miami, to the joy of Jake Cruz, 8-1. They're on top of the AFC East. New England and Baltimore are both 7-3. And New England has the edge on Baltimore because they're 5-1 in the division. Jets are 3-7. Buffalo 2-8. No hope to make the playoffs. Cincinnati, a surprising 7-2. They have a nice lead in the Central, as Cleveland and Houston are 4-6, and Pittsburgh, a surprising 3-7, are not going to make the playoffs. Now for the AFC West, Denver 9-1, Oakland 7-3, battling for the wild card with New England and Baltimore. And then San Diego's 4-6, Seattle's 1-9, and Kansas City's 0-10. No, can't do that. I thought there was a way to look at the playoffs. Anyhow, that's it. Again, games coming up on the channel to finish off Week 10. 8-1 Dolphins, 7-2 Bengals in Cincinnati. Featured game, PC versus PC. And we will play the Rams 8-1. That's, again, who we play as against the 3-6 49ers. Take a sneak peek at Week 11. We could have the Giants and Cincinnati, possibly. Bears and Lions, possibly. Obviously, the Rams and Browns. Baltimore, Denver, possibly. So we have some good matchups. I like to at least show 3 games each week if there's some good matchups. But we have to complete Week 10 first. So thank you very much. Happy Easter. I greatly appreciate your time. Thank you to Rob's Rules, and congrats on your 3-year anniversary coming up. Bears Den 007. Bleacher Bums Gaming. Please check out Glory Days Boxing, which can be purchased on SidelineStrategies.com. Absolutely fabulous game. That's why I play it. That's why I show it via videos. And check out Bleacher Bums Gaming's channel. Savoy48, thank you very much. Sox Arizona, another wonderful content creator. Alan Griggy, thank you. Jim L., thank you. Mark Forsberg, thank you. Uncle Dave Gardner, we're going to be doing a stream regarding King Kong versus Godzilla, which I found absolutely fabulous. It was a fun movie. And remember, Digital Dice new podcast is out. You can listen to it on Spreaker or wherever fine podcasts are listened to. And please subscribe to Dave Gardner's channel. Midlife Crisis, thank you. Sports Time Machine, our good friend Mr. Utah Mike, another wonderful content creator, thank you. TribesFan879, please check him out. D. Smith, thank you. Thomas Williamson, thank you. Jake Cruz. D. Scott Howard. I think I got everyone. And also, prayers and thoughts go out to our good friend of the channel and community, Mike McAllister, is going to have some surgery coming up. I read that after. I missed that in the chat in my first stream of the day. And I just want to wish, if he's listening to, prayers and thoughts go out to you, Mike McAllister. And you're going to be A-OK. I can't lose subscribers, so you're going to be A-OK. When I went to church, I talked to the big man. So, happy Easter. God bless. Greatly appreciate your time. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Stay safe. Be smart. You know what's coming, folks, as I lose my voice on this early Easter Sunday. God bless.